The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite. Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Washington, the home of the Wizards, the Verizon Center. Welcome to our 2K Sports broadcast. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, bringing you the NBA on a Monday afternoon. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Down low, it's Faried and JaVale McGee. Lawson and Aflalo are the 1 and 2, and it's Chandler in at the 3 spot. Now here's Pierce. Shot's good. And here's Lawson.
Paul Pierce, at one time a franchise talent and elite two-way player, now a self-described role player. He's a heck of a good one, too. Great score, shoot, drive, and get to the line.
Heads-up play on both ends there. Transition basketball, the steal and the quick push.
Steve, that's how it should be played. I mean, rapid-fire basketball.
Here is Lawson after the basket by Washington. McGee sets the pick for Lawson. Over in the corner, Chandler. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. And Paul Pierce is always above those elbows.
Yeah, and he's such a good ball handler and so crafty in getting to his spots and able to put the defense on its heels. Not overly athletic. You think about Paul Pierce, he's never one to overwhelm you with athleticism, but man, can he play some basketball.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
He dishes it to Beal. Launches a 3, and he gets the bucket. Beal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And it's Aflalo penetrating. Faried dishes to McGee. And Aflalo kicks to Chandler. Back to Aflalo. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by McGee. Chandler's got 5.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Wall against Lawson. Wall up top. The kick out to Pierce. Manet trying to get open. And again, Washington with the triple.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
The Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Now, a severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea who's near the out-of-bounds line.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Caston and Ney. Wall against Lawson. Here's Nene, and good, coming off the assist by Wall.
Pretty impressive. 5 straight makes to start this game.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Aflalo outside. Dishes it to Lawson. Back to Aflalo. He kicks it to Faried. It's blocked. They retain possession. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wizards leading by 3.
A lot of questions to ask about Denver after last season. Really, it's hard to get a read on how good this team is and can be.
Fades. And Washington again with the bucket.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Lawson against Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
You know, as you said, with where the Nuggets are as a team, certainly not as good as they were in 2013, but it's hard to say they were as bad as their record last year in 2014. I thought that team was better than it showed.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Washington. Miller comes in for John Wall. And here is Beal. And it's Pierce in the corner. And again, Washington with the triple. And Steve, for the Nuggets, the truth lies somewhere in between what you said
I would agree with that. Lucky for them, they aren't locked into any lengthy contracts, so they have a window of this year and maybe next to decide where to take this ship.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
We'll see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Brian Shaw. Doris, what do you have to say?
He talked about how they match up with a player like Paul Pierce, saying, he's one of those guys who really does it all at a high level. Defend, score, you name it. I think defensively, we may look to double some and force other players to make shots. He's one of the greats. You enjoy the challenge of playing against him and just hope you can have enough to win. Guys, we'll see who carries the day.
All right, Doris. So for the Wizards, Nene comes in for Chris Humphries. And it's John Wall in for Andre Miller. And then for Denver, J.J. Hickson needs checked in for Chandler. Foy comes in for Aaron Aflalo. Robinson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Now here's Hickson. Hickson a screen on Gortat. Here's Gallinari. And just miss after miss right now.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close. Oh, my goodness.
What a huge play. They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
And Denver has possession, following the bucket by the Wizards. Robinson against Wall. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Kicks it to Nene. Mozgov grabs the board. The Nuggets trail by 10. Robinson with it. Picked up by Nene. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gallinari against Nene. Taken away by Nene. Outside, Wall. Gortat, the pass to Beal. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Great shot. Had to fade back, but he still managed to drain it.
Here's Robinson. The shot no good. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's the Wizards up by 12. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Well, they're trying to play fast and trying to put the defense on their heels.
Another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Gallo and Fareed at the forwards. Robinson is out there with Foy. And it's Hickson in at the center filling out the middle. Now, here is Foy, guarded by Nene. Denver shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And you look at the numbers, guys, this team shot a 73% clip over the course of last season.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
After a 5-year absence from the playoffs, the Wizards were able to get back into the postseason last year. Big step for the franchise.
Now the dish to Gortat. And Pierce, here we go. Wall up top. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Nice option determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
Hickson tries to free himself up. The shot's good from Faried.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Stolen by Robinson. One-on-one fast break. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Swallow comes in for Randy Ford. And it's Lawson in for Robinson. Outside, Wall. Clock at 6. Outside for Beal for 3. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. 8 points here for Beal.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they have. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, JaVale McGee has all the tools necessary to be a great player. But often he can be his own greatest obstacle. But he and Coach Shaw are working on that. Coach Shaw said, I'm just trying to get him to slow down. That's what we've been working on with him. Just to slow down so he can use the gifts that he has. His length and his athletic ability. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And as you said, McGee is so gifted athletic that he'll be a force when he lets the game come to him. Here is Wall. Denver getting their last shot to go. Lawson with the defensive effort there.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
For a lot of players, leading comes naturally, but for John Wall and the Wizards, his teammates had to goad it out of him in order for him to start leading the way. When he did embrace that role, it did wonders for the franchise.
Now, here is Gallinari. Off the pick, and again it's Denver.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Wall attacking. The kick out to Pierce for the 3. It's rebounded by Lawson.
As far as Wall and leadership, he's seemingly been hesitant to lead his first few years in the league, but it's become more prominent the last few years as he's gained more confidence and he's grown more comfortable in his role.
Pass to Beal. Passes to Gortat. Here's Wall. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wall's got 5 points in the quarter. John Wall certainly seems to have the respect of his team, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. As a young guy who's running the point guard position, his teammates have great confidence in him as a leader, and you could see that in his growth this past season.
Here's Gallinari. Plays it up and banks it in. Gallinari's got 8.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Wizards leading by 9. It's Wall with the drive. Pierce kicks to Nene. The kick out to Wall. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Third 3 in a row right there.
Adjustment time for the defense, guys.
Faried outside. Gallinari against Pierce. Faried setting the pick for Gallinari. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 10 points for him.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
It's Wall with the drive.
John Wall is becoming very efficient running the pick and roll. He's got a nice pull-up from the right elbow if the defender decides to sag off or go under the screen. And if they play up on him, he can blow right by him. So because of his finishing ability, that's a tough cover.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Mozgov, he's checked in for Hickson. And Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Kenneth Faried. Now, here is Lawson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Gallinari wide open. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got 3 assists now in this one. And Wall has some good big men to work with running that pick and roll. Nene, very mobile. Steve, a great finisher.
Yeah, and of course, Marcin Gortat spent a couple years running the pick and roll with Steve Nash in Phoenix. So, he's had some pointers for Wall, too. All in all, you love to see the chemistry that has developed between all those players.
Here's Lawson. Following the basket by John Wall. Molinari with it. Now guarded by Gortat. Mozgov dishes to Chandler. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Chandler's got 7 points in the game.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Good. And 12 points for Paul Pierce.
Finding the open man every trip down the floor.
It certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. It's been a great passing day for him.
There's the pick. Feeds it to Chandler. Plenty of space. And again, it's Denver.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Washington leading now by 10. Now here's Wall. 18 points for him. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wall's got 20.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Lawson with it. And he gets it to go.
Size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Nene has the open look. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And so that's the end of the first half. Wizards lead by 10. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, I'm here with Paul Pierce. And Paul, in a tough matchup like this, how important was it for you to get established in the first half?
Well, I have to be aggressive offensively and defensively for us. Keep the pressure on my drives and my in-between game. Try to get easy ones. Just mix it up, as well as get the other guys going.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3. Now the third quarter have to get going.
Well, how about John Wall in this one? He has 20 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
And here are the Nuggets now. It's a 10-point game. Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. Nene down low with Gortat. And it's Pierce in at the small forward. That's Randy Whitman's 5 as we get into the second half.
Another good offensive possession for him. He's trying to shoulder the load here for his team.
Denver really took a step backwards last season. Not only in results, but how they played. And one way that was evident was in their lack of success on the road.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Loss in the pass to McGee. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him. Washington on D. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Chandler, here we go. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. Chandler's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, I think he's really willing his team on now. He's carrying them. He's doing it all. He's yet to miss a shot.
Outside, Wall. Outside, Pierce. 6 to shoot. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. No good on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 8 and pushing it up. Here's Denver. Lawson's got the ball. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. It's Wall with the drive. There's Beal with the 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 5th assist in this one. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Chandler with the screen on Wall. Lawson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Lawson somewhat undersized at the point guard position at 5'11", but he makes up for it with his strength, and he really competes defensively. He is not easy to push around.
And for Lawson, the issue defensively, not so much getting overpowered Clark. There's just certain shots he can't get to.
Yeah, well, he's not the biggest guard. I mean, he's actually one of the smaller guards we have in the league, but he's powerful, he's explosive, and he does on occasion get outsized, and he just has to do the best he can in those situations.
Chandler with a screen for Lawson. He feeds it to Afflalo, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Wizards on D. They have a 9-point lead. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you talk about effort and energy being a skill. Some people talk about those things as skills, and Kenneth Faried is a 10 out of 10 in that category. A 6'7" power forward. His athleticism and relentless motor allow him to play much bigger than that.
Now here's Wall. 22 points for him from downtown, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They got their offense clicking.
And guys, Faried not the most skilled offensively. Most of his points coming on fast breaks, garbage buckets, dunks inside.
Yeah, but he's developing a decent touch from around the foul line area, which is a nice addition to his offensive arsenal, Kevin. But, yeah, the big thing is, you know, he's just one of those guys who you can never let your guard down against because he's constant energy.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Lawson drives in. Rebound, Washington. Outside, Wall. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's for 3. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And that's 18 points for Paul Pierce.
And another 3-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Now, here is Lawson. He has 6. Here's Faried. And it's good. Faried's got 4 this quarter. Wizards leading by 11. Outside, Wall. Outside, Pierce. The kick out to Wall. Takes the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Here's McGee. Makes it off the glass.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Wizards have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Beal's shot is good.
You know, you look at the teams with the best three-point shooting last year, and some usual suspects alert at the top. But surprisingly, the Wizards were right up there with some of the elite three-point shooting teams.
And Wall. Here we go now. Pierce. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Paul Pierce playing very well. 18 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
Well, 12 points from long range, so the defense has to figure out a way to defend him a little differently. Try to get into his airspace.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Denver. Alinari comes in for Faried. And Lawson with the drive. The Shot is off. Now Washington takes it the other way. Nene kicks to Beal. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Beal's got 16.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Chandler with the screen on Wall. Here's Foy. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I like that. Attack and create the contact.
Very nearly had an and one opportunity there. Good aggressive move.
That one misses.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
The shot's good from Lawson.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
Now here's Wall. 28 points for him. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Pierce with a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist in the game. The Nuggets trail by 18. Lawson outside. Chandler with a screen for Lawson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. For Denver, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And he knocks down the first one. The Wizards making a switch here. Ty Lawson hits them both. 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's Wall with the drive. Outside for Beal, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
It's stolen by Foy from midcourt, offline. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Wizards out front, up by 16. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Lawson.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assist like the one we just saw.
Wizards leading by 16. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Denver, Gallinari is out there with Mozgov. Then there's Harris. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Robinson in at the 1 spot. Wall, that's good.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Robinson against Wall. The feed to Gallinari. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Well, this is what happens when he gets on a roll. You are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him.
It's Wall with the drive. The kick out to Pierce. And there's the pass to Beal. Here's Wall. The three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets trail by 16. Up the floor. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Again, the Nuggets score.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition. as to where the open man was.
Outside, Wall. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
A different look for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Mozgov. And Kenneth Faried subbed in for Harris. Denver calls timeout. You look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Aflalo goes in, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Here's Gallinari, and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Well, Danilo Gallinari back in action after missing all of last season after surgery to repair his meniscus back in 2013. 9 months later, it was decided that he needed an ACL reconstruction as well. So it's been a tough couple of seasons for Gallinari.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Here is Robinson after Paul Pierce's score. Robinson against Wall. Robinson kicks to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 4 assists in the game.
Now for Gallinari, pretty mobile for a 6'10 player. But coming back from major knee surgery, that's usually a 1.5-year process. We'll have to see how that impacts his game going forward. That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
I'll say the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that three-point line.
Now here is Robinson. He dishes it to Gallinari beyond the arc, and that one's good. Gallinari's got 9 points now in just the second half. The Gallinari that came into the NBA as a great three-point shooter, that percentage dropped year after year as he became, Steve, more of a slasher.
Yeah, and he might look to rewind and go back to that outside shot more as his knee takes time to get back to 100%. You can just see his confidence rising every time he knocks one down beyond the arc.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Robinson drives in. Again, the Nuggets score.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Now here's Wall. Wall draws the double. Outside Pierce. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
He's been on a tear from the three-point line this game.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to McGee. To the inside. And there's Gallinari on the assist by McGee. Gallinari's got 11 points in the quarter.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go.
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
Robinson with it. He's picked up by Wall. McGee is screen on Wall. Robinson dishes to Gallinari. Puts it up from 17. Faried the pass to McGee. Another shot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Paul Pierce. JaVale McGee, a 7-footer with length and athleticism, can certainly play in the perimeter defensively. Guards the rim so well. And Steve, you know, he can reach over 2 feet above the rim.
That's unbelievable. You look at him, Kevin, all the physical traits you look for in an elite pivot man. You know, a question for McGee is just his decision-making and his development, you know, his focus. He's capable of making a spectacular play, but can he make the fundamental one? And that's what's held him back to this point.
Here's Lawson, following the basket by John Wall. Lawson kicks to Aflalo. On the wing, Chandler. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 16. Afflalo, that's good.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for Washington.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for John Wall. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
Denver making a switch here. Mozgov, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Hickson comes in for Fareed. Harris is checked in for Aaron Afflalo. Robinson is subbed in for Ty Lawson.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
Now here's Wall. Good on the shot. Wall's got 42 in the game.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Seraphin kicks to Pierce. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
There's the pick. Robinson drives in, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
You know, if this had come earlier, they might have been able to get back into it.
Yeah, but as it is, too little, too late.
Here's Wall, and he bangs it home with one hand.
You got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
Denver's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Robinson against Wall. Robinson up top. And Denver again with the bucket.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Washington's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Harris against Beal. Wall wide open. And again, Washington with the triple.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style. A beatdown the entire way.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations on the win, Bradley. We saw your parents in the stands and your mom cheering you on. You seem like you like playing these home games in front of family and friends.
It's always good to have my parents in the building. I can always hear her no matter where she may be, but she was right on the floor, and she gave me a few tips while I was out there, too. So it's always good when my family's there.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.